Hey everybody, this is Dash, and I'm here to show you how to make, um, I'm here to make spotted leaf. So I'm basically going to show you how to make a tortoiseshell mottled cat. So as you know, we're going to color select, and we're going to the white, and we're going to press delete on keyboard, and then control A. So the basics, then we make a new layer, we make sure it goes under the line art layer. And spotted leaf's base color is a dark brown. At least that's what I've always gone with. So we're going to go and find a dark brown color. That's good. And we're going to fill the basin. So spotted leaf is a tortoiseshell white cat. So I am going to make her chest and her paws and her muzzle white. Okay, so let's just start from the stomach and just go straight up. And then I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to fill it in with the bucket tool. And then I'm just going to smooth out everything and fill in the gap in between the legs. And I'm going to do the paws. This might take a while. If you hear some noise in the background, it's my dog. Okay, so that's done, and we're gonna go to the filters, blur, gosh, what a blur, and we're gonna go to 1.0. And if we see any leaking where the color drips away from the line art, which right here, we're gonna color that in. Okay, so now we're gonna do, I don't smudge my tortoiseshell cats, but they turn out alright anyways. So we're going to go back to the dark brown color, and we're going to make it even darker so it's like almost black. And we're going to make some patches of black. And we're going to do the same thing where we make it into a circle. Whoops. Oh, I completely forgot to make the underbelly white. Okay. I'm the worst person. Okay, we're going to make the underbelly white as well. I just put a new layer to do that. We're going to erase where it drips onto the liner. Okay, so let's go back to our dark stuff. And we're going to fill in the circles. Whoops. Okay. Now that that's done, spotted leaf is described with a gold banded tail. So I'm going to pick a gold color, which may be something like that. And I'm going to draw stripes on her tail. So it'll look like she'll have a gold blended tail. Spotted leaf has a very elaborate description, so this might take a while. And she has a black tipped tail. So we're just going to use the same color we did for the patches. And we're going to gauge and blur it as well. So tortoiseshells usually have ginger patches, so we are going to recreate that as well. We're going to use a ginger color, which around here maybe, and we're just going to add some ginger patches. And when that's done, we are going to go ahead and blur all of these, all of the patches. And now we're going to go ahead and add models. So right here, I'm gonna do an even darker color. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to the brush tool. And when I'm at the paintbrush tool, I'm gonna click the circle. And I'm gonna go around and pick what brush I want to use for the models, because I use brushes for models, I don't draw them on. And then I'm going to turn it to a large size, and I'm going to see what brush I think looks best. So I usually like the chalk tool, chalk 02. So I'm going to put, okay, that's pencil. So I'm going to put it on the dark patches. And when I do that, I'm going to make sure it goes under the ginger, so that the dark models go under the ginger, so it doesn't overlap with them. And then I'm going to create another layer and do a darker ginger, so it goes over the gingers. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to make sure that goes under the black. Wait, no, not. No, that looks wrong. Okay. Since that can't really work, I'm going to erase some of the stray models, if you get what I mean. Go to a smaller tool. And just erase what shouldn't be there. I missed a little right here, so I'm just gonna undo that. So now that we have the ginger and the dark brown, we're gonna do white because she's described with white models as well. So we're just gonna go to pure white, and we're gonna put some white model. Well, we're gonna put some white models, but we want to make sure that they are not near the white itself. And speaking of white, I'm just gonna color. I'm gonna make sure the white goes over all the layers. Whoop, not the line art layer. I'm gonna try to find the black mottled layer because it looks like it's overlapping with the white chest. So I'm just gonna erase that. Okay. So yeah, now I'm gonna add some white models. And as I said, I'm gonna make sure it doesn't overlap with the white. And I'm going to make sure these white models go under all the patches layer. So if that doesn't look good enough. I'm just going to continue to add more. I think I might want it over the dark layer. No, I don't. So when that's done, I have a mottled spotted leaf. I do not blur the models because they look blurred enough to me, being with the paintbrush tool and all. So now we're going to add some shading. We're just going to go back to our regular hardness 100 tool, and we'll just shade how we do normally. So we'll go to a 6.00 brush, and we'll just go around and we'll just shade her. So when we're done, we're just going to blur the shading with the blur tool at 100%. And when it looks blurred enough to us, to me at least, we're gonna lighten the opacity until it's at an opacity that I like. And this looks pretty good, I think. And some of the white looks gray, so I'm gonna erase some of it, right? Erase some of the shading on the white so it doesn't look completely gray. And then I'm just gonna blur it again. So when that's done, we're just gonna add the nose and the ear pink and the herbs. So usually for the herbs, I use several different colors for the berries and green for the leaves. So let's do some sort of dark green for the first leaf. Oh my god, I cannot talk today. But in any of these tutorials, I can't talk at all, and I don't know why. I am like the worst at giving instructions. Then we're going to do some lighter green. I'm going to put that right there. And maybe we'll do like a dark red berry, an orange berry, a yellow berry, a green berry, a blue and a purple berry. Yep, Spotted Leaf has the colors of the rainbow in her berries. Okay, so now we're going to make a different layer, but we're going to make sure that the berry layer and our herbs layer goes under the shading, so our leaves will be in shading. So now this layer will have her eyes and her ear pink. So I like to imagine Spotted Leaf with a very pink nose, so I'm just going to fill that in. But for her ear pink, I'm going to make a new layer, even though I totally just contradicted myself. But yeah, let's make a new layer for the ear pink. And let's just do a normal color, like grayish, and just fill it in with the base, if I make any sense at all. Okay, so when we're done with that, we're going to blur it. And we're going to make sure that our ear pink is underneath the shading layer. So right here. And now I'm going to do her eyes, and she has amber eyes, but remember that this is basically a tutorial for any tortoiseshell and white and mottled cat ever. So this isn't just for Spotted Leaf, but I am doing a Spotted Leaf character, even though this isn't for approval, just for fun. So this is kind of the amber I want for her eyes, and I'll just fill her eyes in. Then I'm going to use the dodge tool, and I'm just going to use burn, and I'm just going to burn the tips of her eyes. Maybe I'll use midtones instead of shadows, but you can play with whatever you want. So, this is basically just adding eye depth. It's like the same thing you do with the sparkling cats. So now I'm going to do the dodge tool, and I'm just going to make the bottom of the eyes a little light. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to go to the pencil tool, and I'm going to turn it black, and I'm going to draw her pupils. And then I'm just going to put a white in the corners of the eyes. So now that we've done all that, we're going to look and we're going to fill in her background with a neon color we haven't used. So I'm going to use pink. Fill in all the gaps. And right now I'm able to look over my image and see if I've done anything wrong. So now I don't see that I've done anything wrong, so now I'm just going to delete everything. So I went on every single layer and pressed delete, and I think it looks okay for now. And I actually did not delete the shading layer. Okay, so I did now, and she looks okay to me. So that's basically how you do a tortoiseshell white and mottled cat. And I hope this helped you. And yeah, so thanks for watching.